What is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and apparently I must be giving ideas to the WWE creative team. I've been saying this for weeks. JD has been saying this for weeks. For the first time since 1992, when Ric Flair won the WWF Championship inside the Royal Rumble, we will now have the 2016 Royal Rumble contested, not for the shot at WrestleMania, but for the WWE Championship. This is what we had to go through tonight. A brutal Monday Night Raw that was putting me to sleep. We had to last all the way up until the 11:15 hour to get that one announcement. We had to sit through a WWE Championship match that went to commercial 3 minutes in, that had absolutely no flow to it whatsoever. A bunch of theatrics. McMahon apparently getting dirt in his eye. McMahon apparently forgetting to count to 3. A botched referee spot with a rigged referee. Stephanie McMahon coming down and getting involved and taking a bump. An announce table being broken. All that. All those theatrics. For Vince McMahon to start fixing his jaw at the end of Monday Night Raw and say, you want it? You will be defending the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. You want one against all? You'll be putting that title on the line against 29 other men inside the Royal Rumble. Now, 2 things this brings to the table. Number 1, I said this on a video I recorded earlier this afternoon, which you guys will see tomorrow. My top 10 predictions for 2016. I said in my top 10, one of my choices was that Triple H will get involved in the Royal Rumble. Now, I mentioned this, and I'm not going to spoil anything. I am not going to spoil anything for you guys because it's a great discussion. But I mentioned the Royal Rumble. I mentioned Triple H being number 30 in the Royal Rumble because it makes for a great storyline, even though it is obviously predictable. It is staring you right in the face. Roman is going to be number 1. Roman is going to be number 1, and he's going to have to fight off 29 other men. This Rumble will be the biggest ever. It needs to be. With this announcement tonight, this Rumble needs to be the biggest ever. With everybody in the company that is a big name inside that ring. And I'm talking about the Lesnars, the Undertakers, the Bryans, the Cenas, the Jerichos is in there. He was announced going to be in the Royal Rumble. The Rock. Everybody needs to be involved in this match. Everybody. You want Roman to get over? You want Roman to last from number 1 up until number 30 when that buzzer goes off? You stack this Rumble big. I mentioned in my video, my top 10 predictions for 2016, the final 4. If Roman was not going to be in it, and I gave you a prediction with Roman in it. Because I didn't know that the WWE was actually going to go through with this idea. Roman now is in the Royal Rumble. Look at this final 4. Roman, The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, and Triple H. Imagine that. Imagine the possibilities. You can even take out an Undertaker and put a Rock in there. You could mix match any way you want to go. Imagine The Rock being in the Rumble. Imagine that. tagging alongside Roman Reigns to go against Triple H and a Brock Lesnar? Holy shit. You have a memorable moment that could go down in the annals of time as one of the best Rumble moments ever. Triple H comes out at number 30, and Roman gets fucked. Roman gets screwed. I don't think Roman is going into the Rumble. I don't think Roman's going into the Rumble, and I don't think he's going out of the Rumble as champion. He's going to walk in as champion, but he's not going to walk out as champion. He's just not. There's no possible way. WWE cannot be this foolish to get Roman over and have him win the Rumble again. That would be just painfully obvious. There's going to be a screw job finish in the Rumble. Triple H is going to win the WWE Championship. That is my guess. Roman is going to last up until the end. Roman's going to last up until the end, and Triple H is going to come out and say, you know what? The fucking party is over. I'm here, and I'm taking the title. What this also does is this makes Fastlane, which is going to be a second-year anniversary for this pay-per-view. It is going to make Fastlane that much more important. We will have a number one contender match at Fastlane, which will make that pay-per-view a must-see program. WWE did something right with this conclusion. The only thing that I'm giving praise to for the WWE doing is maintaining the unpredictability of their product. This remains, even though we can guess, and even though it's likely Triple H will be in the Rumble to screw Roman Reigns over, this still remains unpredictable. And I like that. For the first time, we will go into the Royal Rumble in 3 weeks, and we don't know what the fuck is going on. All we know is that Lesnar will be at Monday Night Raw next week from New Orleans. Chris Jericho's already in the Rumble. The Wyatts have already proclaimed they will be a dominating force in the Royal Rumble. We got the Big Show and Ryback in the Royal Rumble. Curtis Axel has been announced for the Royal Rumble. And now Roman Reigns defending the WWE Championship in the Royal Rumble. This needs to be the biggest Rumble ever. You need to stack this pay-per-view and this match with the biggest names on the roster. And I mean superstars. This cannot be like the Royal Rumbles of past, where you have 29 other guys and 2 obvious choices for winners. It's either going to be number 1 guy or number 2 guy. You can't have that this year. You need to have at least 10 men in that Rumble who are likely to be winners, including Roman Reigns. Because if there's not, it's going to be watered down, it's going to be predictable, and it's not going to come off like it should. Roman Reigns tonight announced that he will be defending the WWE Championship in the Royal Rumble. I like the idea. Where it goes from here, it's going to keep everybody talking. It's going to keep everybody guessing. It's going to be intriguing now for the next 2 weeks on who WWE decides to bring back in the Royal Rumble. I'm hoping they bring a Daniel Bryan back. I hope The Rock is in there. I hope Lesnar announces he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. I hope we see an Undertaker in the Royal Rumble. This has to be. How we got here tonight, this match was completely fucking a waste of everybody's time. It was a waste. It did nothing for the show. All it did was prolong the show and make everybody roll their eyes in the back of their head. When are we getting to the ending? When are we getting to the ending? All this theatrical bullshit and this cheesy booking, over-the-top booking. We knew what was going to happen with Vince McMahon as the referee. It's the same old tired story and dance. It's the same shit. This is how the WWE rings in the new year. This is how WWE starts off Monday Night Raw for 2016. The same way that it ended 2015 with a shit fucking program. This show was awful. Again, I'm hoping to come on here in 2016 and say, you know what, guys? This show was great. This show was great. It sucked. My eyes were getting heavy after hour one, after half an hour, never mind the first hour. Terrible. WWE did nothing to change the show. Nothing. In fact, I'm looking forward to SmackDown because this announce team is terrible. I can't wait to see Mauro Ranallo and Jerry the King Lawler. This announce team is fucking awful. First Raw of the new year, and WWE starts off with Roman Reigns and Stephanie McMahon in the ring. They go back and forth. Roman actually looked decent, as I mentioned on Twitter. He really didn't have much to say, and that was probably a good thing. He says she won't be picking up Vince McMahon from a police station. She'll be picking him up from the hospital. I laughed out loud at that. That's pretty much all Roman said. Stephanie McMahon went on about Roman Reigns' father and, this and that. It's time to get things going. Roman laughs and Stephanie's, calling out Vince and Vince isn't there yet. Or Roman's calling out Vince and Vince isn't there yet. And Stephanie laughs some more. And she says that, the fans have so much false hope. I'm thinking she's talking about me. She rips into the fans for having false hope, just like Reigns. You can't keep a good billionaire down and promises to destroy Roman Reigns tonight. Says the fans have false hope that Roman Reigns, they think Roman Reigns is going to take down the authority. It's nothing but fucking smoke and mirrors. Meanwhile, the reason why we watch Monday Night Raw is in hopes that it gets better. It's false hope. Because they continue to put on a shitty product. And that was pretty much it. Roman threatens to send Vince to the hospital. Stephanie finally shuts up. Dean Ambrose comes out. And they embrace, crossing each other's paths on the way up the ramp. First match, Neville versus Kevin Owens. Decent fucking match, went about 10 minutes. Kevin Owens looked strong going into the Royal Rumble with his supposed match with Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Owens wins with a pop-up powerbomb at 9:45. Neville's making Kevin Owens look damn good, man. Neville's doing his job. I will give him that. Show started off decent with Kevin Owens, and I'm enjoying this Kevin Owens-Dean Ambrose feud because you sense that it's personal. You get the fact that the Intercontinental Championship is the most important thing in this feud. And that's what two men should be fighting for in the mid-card. The WWE Intercontinental Championship. That's the only thing that should be on their minds. And WWE is making that apparent. They're making it known. And I'm glad that the WWE is giving some love to the Intercontinental Championship. I like this feud, and I'm very, very interested to see where it goes. But right now, they're doing a great job at maintaining Kevin Owens' momentum and keeping him looking like a badass. Dean Ambrose is looking good as well. Can't wait to see what happens. And actually, they are having a rematch. Intercontinental Championship rematch on SmackDown this Thursday on the USA Network. Owens versus Ambrose for the title. Stardust versus Titus O'Neil. Don't know why it happened. WWE needs to stay away from doing shit like this because nobody cares. This was 5 minutes of a waste of a match. It didn't further any storylines. It didn't build towards the Royal Rumble. It did nothing. Nobody gives a shit about Stardust. Titus O'Neil, yeah, he does things for the company. He's a great spokesman. But they haven't shown him in anything important. Why would people want to see him in the ring? If you're going to put him in something that has a direction, an end route. This went nowhere. Titus O'Neil wins. Clash of the Titus. Nobody cares. Everybody remains silent. Just like I knew they would. Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. This match went 8 minutes. And again, I'm going to repeat myself like I do each and every week. Charlotte, I don't know what they are doing with Charlotte, but tonight, they finally made things clear. She is a heel. She is a heel. She attacked Becky Lynch after the match because Becky Lynch beat Charlotte with a roll-up, and she pretty much pinned her with a handful of her tights. She cheated. She used the heel tactic as a face to get over on the heel who has been cheating to win ever since she won the belt, or ever since Ric Flair has been in her corner. Charlotte now, definitely the heel, as she received a very, very weak heel reaction as she sneak attacked Becky after the match. I like what WWE is doing with Becky. They're making her out there, or they're making her pretty much be the goody two-shoes of this pairing, and they're developing sympathy for her in the process because she wants to go by the books and she wants to win admirably. She don't want to cheat to win. Charlotte is taking tips and living through her father. She's living vicariously through her father, who can't be in the ring. So she's using the same tactics that Ric Flair has used his entire career to get over. But in my honest opinion, it's not working. Ric Flair is taking away from Charlotte's momentum. All eyes are on Ric Flair. They're not on Charlotte. Nobody cares about Charlotte, and that's quite obvious with the reaction that she's getting. I don't think Charlotte as Divas Champion is going to work out too much longer. Becky, on the other hand, in my honest opinion, like I stated on Twitter, I think she's been the best female performer on the WWE main roster since she's debuted. She's had great matches. She does great in the ring no matter who she's with. She's enjoyable to watch. She's got a ton of energy. People actually are cheering for her. She seems to be getting the only real organic response out of the active women wrestlers on the roster. We didn't see Sasha Banks tonight. You know? We didn't see nothing of Sasha on tonight's show. I don't know what WWE is doing. Some weeks we see her, some weeks we don't. I don't know. Becky Lynch, though, is getting a solid reaction from the crowd. And tonight, I enjoyed what had happened after the match. I just don't like what's happening with Charlotte. She doesn't have any identity. She doesn't have any identity whatsoever. I don't know who that is in the ring. Charlotte needs to be Charlotte. She doesn't need to be Ric Flair 2.0. Plain and simple. What Charlotte was doing down in NXT is the Charlotte that I want to see. Just amp that up and turn that into a heel. She didn't need Ric Flair down in NXT. She doesn't need Ric Flair on the main roster. Becky beat Charlotte, roll up with a handful of trunks at 8:50. Charlotte now, obvious heel. And these two will also have a rematch, but this time on SmackDown for the Divas Championship. Going to be interesting to see what happens with that. Ryback versus The Big Show. How do you start Monday Night Raw off in 2016? I can just picture the WWE creative team sitting, working frantically at their fucking desks. What do we have to do for Monday Night Raw? How do we get excitement generated on Monday Night Raw? And then you see some fucking goon in the back of the fucking boardroom raising his hand. I know, guys. Why don't we have Big Show versus Ryback? I think that would be great. I love Ryback. I think Big Show shouldn't retire. I think he's a beast. This is how you book Monday Night Raw for 2016. Seriously? Ryback versus The Big Show. This is what you tweet out to the WWE Universe. Who do you have in this match? You know who I have? A bottle of NyQuil and my fucking pillow on a 10-degree New York City night. I'd rather fucking glue my eyes shut permanently than watch this fucking match take place on Monday Night Raw. Who in their right mind would fucking book this match on a 3-hour show 3 weeks before the Royal Rumble? The fucking asshole who's sitting in the back raising his hand, who just signed on with WWE Creative. Oh, I know, guys. Probably wears fucking glasses. He's probably got fucking buck teeth. Got a fucking pocket protector for his fucking fancy pens. Fuck out of here, man. Ryback versus Big Show. Who cares? Jesus Christ. What was I doing during this match? I was cleaning dishes. I was pacing back and forth between my living room and my bedroom. I think I fucking took a sniff of my cat's litter box. That actually smelled better than what I seen on the fucking show. Jesus Christ. Ryback beat Big Show via DQ because the Wyatt family even said, you know what? Enough of this shit. I can't stand this anymore. They came out and forced the match into a DQ. Strowman chokes out Ryback, which I hope was permanent. I wish they put him in a fucking coma, period. Big Show just watches on. Wyatt's circle the ring and go after the Giant. Show knocks Bray. Harper and Rowan down, but spends too much time staring at Strowman, allowing the Swarm to take him down. Bray says they are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and everyone will fall. The other 3 do an upside-down horseman gesture as Bray looks on into the crowd. Then they announce that they will be in the Royal Rumble, and they will be a dominant force within the match in 3 weeks. Thank God for Bray Wyatt, man. I think we should all send him fucking fruit baskets and flowers for doing us all a favor tonight on Monday Night Raw. His generosity is greatly appreciated. Ryback versus Big Show. Awesome. What's going to happen next week? What's going to happen next week? Are we going to see a fucking tag team match between fucking Ryback and Big Show versus Strowman and Luke Harper? Please! I can see it now! Guarantee you that's going to be something along those lines next week. I guarantee you. Reference this video next week. Ryback and Big Show versus Rowan and Harper. Or a mix of the fucking 3. Strowman. Because that's what we all want to see. Strowman, who can barely fucking move in his tight fucking tank top and his size 6 jeans versus Big Show. Yeah. Quality entertainment. While Wrestle Kingdom 10 is going on. Which would I rather watch? Fucking ridiculous. At this point in the show, I didn't know if WWE was intentionally trying to fucking put the entire crowd to sleep. We had Ryback versus Big Show, and then they go right into Alberto Del Rio and Rusev versus the Usos. The Usos are slowly but surely getting on my hashtag get off my TV list. Alberto Del Rio and Rusev are fucking permanent staples on there, man. The League of Losers. You go from Ryback versus Big Show and then the League of Losers. What was I doing during this entire block of fantastic television? I don't know. I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing. I wasn't watching it. I wasn't watching the show, I'll tell you that. Who won? Who cares? Del Rio and Rusev apparently won. Double top rope, double stomp. Or whatever. Top rope double stomp to Jay by Del Rio. Who cares? Where does this take both teams? Nowhere. Hopefully off television, period. Again, I think WWE was trying to put everybody to sleep. Dolph Ziggler versus Heath Slater? Are we playing WWE 2K16? Or are we watching a real episode of Monday Night Raw? Please, someone enlighten me. Who scripts this fucking garbage? Heath Slater? Was he on TV at all in the last 12 months? What is he doing on TV? What is he doing on TV? Ziggler's officially in the Rumble. Great. Is he going to win? No. Slater comes out with Adam Rose, Curtis Axel, and Bo Dallas. All of whom have been apparently tweeting all day. I don't follow any of them, so I don't fucking know. Ziggler gets some early roll-ups and small packages for the 2 count. And in the end, Slater grabs a roll-up and gets the big upset at 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Heath Slater beats Dolph Ziggler. Nice knowing you, Dolph. I wish you had that fucking pen and paper and that moment when you re-signed that WWE contract back. Boy, how you would look in TNA right now. Boy, how you would look in Lucha Underground right now. Boy, how you would look in Ring of Honor right now. Probably regretting it, right? I know, bro. You love losing to Heath Slater on Monday Night Raw in front of a whopping 2 million people audience that tune in every Monday night. Post-match, apparently, WWE is on this stable kick. Everybody now is in a fucking stable. Are we living in the fucking 1990s again? Is WWE still booking for the Survivor Series? I don't fucking know what's going on here. Slater apparently's found some friends. He was lonely for 12 months. So he friends up with Adam Rose, who talks about all 4 of them being flowers. Axel goes on about the chains being off. And Bo Dallas says it's all about getting back up. Slater caps it off by saying they're trending worldwide despite being social outcasts. Apparently that's the team's name. WWE's not joking. This is what we all thought of all 4 of these fucking clowns before you even came up with the name. Is WWE intentionally trying to make fun of their talent? The social outcasts? Yeah, I really want to put these guys on TV and get them over, but we're gonna fucking give them a shitty name so people make fun of them and don't take them seriously. The social outcasts. I think whoever watches this fucking show is a social outcast. Everybody in the fucking crowd who paid a ticket is a social outcast. This is fucking awful. Absolutely fucking awful. At this point, I didn't even realize that I was awake. I was just fucking zoning in and out of sleep. Should I do a review or not? Yeah, why not? It's going to fucking generate 80,000 views on my channel. Why not? Chris Jericho comes out during a New Day segment and apparently is in the Royal Rumble. Great. Top tier talent. Probably the best part of the fucking show. Jericho declares himself in the Rumble. He's here to save the WWE one more time, 16 years after he debuted. And then there's a fucking crowd chant of Rudy Tooty Booty. You can't get more PG than that. Please, someone hold a gun to my head and end this fucking misery. Jericho, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Announce yourself in the Rumble and don't feed into the PG initiative trash. Fucking terrible. Jericho's in the Rumble. Best part of the night. Hopefully he stays around till after WrestleMania because WWE can certainly use him on Monday Night Raw. This led to a Dudley Boyz and Kalisto versus New Day matchup. Oh great, another 6-man tag. WWE should have a fucking... They should get rid of the tag team titles and have a fucking 6-man title. Seriously. What is the sense of having a tag team title if every fucking week there's another 6-man tag? I don't understand it. What did this match do for 6 men? Nothing. 16 minutes of our life wasted. New Day beats Kalisto and the Dudley Boyz. Midnight Hour to Devon. Great. And then we get the world title match, Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. Roman Reigns beats Sheamus at 20 minutes. Complete waste of everybody's fucking time. And we all know, since we talked about it in the beginning of the video, Vince says that Reigns is going to defend the WWE World title again at the Royal Rumble. Reigns keeps saying 1 versus all, so that's exactly what he's going to get. At the Rumble, Reigns will defend his title against 29 other men in the Rumble match. Awesome. Awesome. Start predicting your Final Four now, people. Start predicting your Final Four. If WWE is smart, they would stack this Rumble against Reigns and include big names. Triple H is going to be there at number 30, and he's going to win the WWE Championship. I predicted in my video, which I'm not going to fucking get into. You guys will watch it tomorrow. Very, very bold predictions, but ones that make sense and that are logical. This video will be out tomorrow at 4 p.m. Make sure you tune into this. Top 10 predictions of 2016 by yours truly. Triple H being number 30 in the Rumble was one of them. But I didn't think WWE was going to go through with this idea. I honestly thought that WWE was going to go a different route now that The Rock has given us his attention and has stated he will be at WrestleMania. I thought the WWE was certainly trying to build WrestleMania around The Rock and Roman Reigns. We'll talk about it. But it's going to be very interesting to see what happens at the Royal Rumble now. We all know Triple H and Roman Reigns are going to be in the Final Four. Brock Lesnar, very interesting indeed. Maybe The Undertaker, a Chris Jericho, a Daniel Bryan, a John Cena. This is shaping up to be absolutely historic. It's possible that we get a new WWE champion at the Royal Rumble. It's possible that WWE says fuck you to everybody and has Roman Reigns overcome the odds again. And we get that Triple H versus Roman match in a different way. But I honestly think that WWE is going to take the title of Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble, give it to Triple H. He's going to have to fight himself back into the number one contendership, maybe against The Rock, maybe against Brock Lesnar. I don't know. I honestly don't know. We will all find out in 3 weeks at the Rumble. The one thing that I said in the beginning, that the WWE has done here, outside of this bullshit that we are getting on Monday Night Raw, which is fucking awful. What a terrible way to start 2016. The one thing that I take away from this show is that this announcement is making things unpredictable. And that one aspect of it, I, as a wrestling fan, can certainly appreciate. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the review, hit that thumbs up. And before I forget, the WWE official Monday Night Raw polling, 371 votes and counting. Big E gyrating or Monday Night Raw? What did you guys choose? 72% chose Big E, and his streak continues to 28% Monday Night Raw. Good shit. Big E gyrating. I don't even know if he gyrated tonight because I didn't fucking watch that match. But regardless, it's a tradition here on Monday Night Raw Review. Big E gyrating, 72% versus 28% Monday Night Raw. Good shit to everybody who voted for Big E. And also, before I forget, there is news and rumors. I'm not speculating on it right now because I don't have an official word. But people are reporting and people are saying it is indeed fact. AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Doc Gallows have all signed with NXT. The Bullet Club, apparently, unofficially right now, is coming to NXT. I will have more on this as the news breaks. I don't know anything more than that, but if you go and watch or look at AJ Styles' Twitter, the last man he followed, which I'm assuming was today, is Triple H. Take that as you will. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about everything regarding this huge Royal Rumble news tonight. And I will be back tomorrow with my top 10 predictions of 2016 for WWE. This is JD. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. with my predictions video. And then Friday for more Off the Script episode number 99. This is JD. And I'll talk to you guys very soon.